I don't know what's going on this week, but we got somebody else reacting to me. Why some black man can be misread as G to the A to the... You can read the last letter. Let's watch it.
What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And I've been watching this YouTuber by the name of Hex Speaks, and he's been going through a lot of issues with dating. And one of the main issues he's been having is girls have...
What the fuck? Yo, what in the AI is this? Nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit got me. That's some funny shit right there. What the fuck? This is why y'all gotta be careful with the Sororas and all this shit. Chat GPP. This shit is crazy.
Been confusing him or misconstruing
what the fuck? This is literally a picture. And what the fuck is all this?
Looks and maybe his act with...
Nah! This is not real, bro. What the fuck is this? They grabbed some pictures from my Instagram and made AI videos from this. This shit is funny. Hold on.
LGTV.
I don't even look like that. Who the fuck is that?
And before we even get started with this, man, I just want to go on, let Heck know, man, your YouTube is very entertaining. Funny, I watch you quite often.
I appreciate it, bro. This is a funny ass video, bro. This video is a brand deal that I did for Fuel Fever, and this was around the time when I was going very viral on the internet, like crazy viral. The whole world knew who I was.
And sometimes you're even informative, so it's not nothing to hurt to dish you or nothing like that. It's just just going giving my opinion, and maybe if there's some tips or anything that can be had for anybody else, then they can be had. But
you could tell, like around this time,
some tips or anything.
If you look at my arms,
for anybody else.
For everybody that be like, oh, body game, bitty, boom, pop, it, boom. Bro, I used to be fucking swole, my nigga. That shit didn't help. All it did was make my body ache every fucking day as a dancer and made it hard for me to stay on point. And every time I did a flip for a show, because I used to dance every day, I would come down on my ankle, that shit would hurt. So I said, nah, I gotta knock it back, make it easier, longevity.
Then they can be had. But also, I like to say that if a girl is saying something like, you seem gay, she's just really disqualifying you. She's basically saying that you don't have that masculine energy or that masculine presence, and she don't feel like, you can pull her in and tell her to shut up. And unfortunately...
I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to deal with a shorty that thinks I'm fruity because, I'm different than the average dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm well aware that I'm not a regular dude. You feel what I'm saying? But that doesn't make me a fruitcake. You know what I'm saying? I just have I'm very free-spirited. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can tell by the way that I carry myself. I'm not your average stoic dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to move more towards girls that resonate with that. So when y'all tell me, like, if I take off the nose rings and all of these different things, right, I'm going to start attracting girls that that share the same mindset as me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be like, if I'm dating with a girl that secretly thinks, like, in her mind that if I came to her regularly and I'm only taking out my nose rings just to impress a shorty, which never do that. Never be the dude that changes yourself just to impress shorties. Now, if you want to do it for yourself, great. If I want to take out my nose rings because I'm like, you know what? I'm 35. Let me take them out. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing it for a shorty, this is where I'm like, yo, be yourself.
In the black community, if you're just slightly nicer or, you do something a little bit different to express yourself, then you're looked at as LGTV.
That's a fact. It's not my problem. It's a societal problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't me. It's just the way that certain things look, right? I get it. This is why I say looks is very important. I understand. Like, I get it. But I'm not about to switch my whole vibe for a shorty. People gonna be like, oh, beggars can be choosers. Bro, that would be fraudulent.
We're going to go ahead and see
And then 9 times out of 10 when I meet shorties in real life, it's not even about the nose rings, bro. That's a rare problem. It'd be like the energy. They're like, you're super nice. I thought you were GA. Because I'm nice, that make me GA? The fuck? And it's usually, you know what I'm saying, my people.
Boy had got to say, and then I will give my commentary afterwards.
It's a spa day
Yo, what the fuck is this?
for me, girl.
I've been seeing. What the Nah, this AI shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. I'm not even mad at bro. This is just funny shit to me. So time and time again, I start talking with a shorty, and they will always mention, I thought you were G-A, last letter would be Y. I had to space it out a little bit because you two be on my wood. And I'm just like, what made you think that I swing that way? And then they would say things like, oh, it's the double nose piercing. Oh, it's the way that you talk. Oh, it's... Mind you, this will be after I smash or something like that. They would convince this to me. They would say this to me. It's not during, like, the first interaction. They wait until they get comfortable enough with me, which already signifies that they like what they see. They just wasn't sure what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? And then they say this shit. The way that you act. And I'm just like, I don't understand that because I don't get that. Like, I don't think I act rainbow. You know what I'm saying? I'm filtering the word because YouTube, right? So when I say rainbow, I'm referring to G-A having attraction to the same sex, right? So follow me here, right? So I was having a conversation with this one John, right? We was kicking in. I was getting to know her. Vibes is immaculate, you know what I'm saying? And then she was like, are you DL? I'm like, excuse me? What is DL? She's like, down low, like you like men, but you don't really like, what you would call it, publicize it or make it known. Like you DL, which is down low, like you're in the closet about it. I'm just like, no, what makes you think that? And it kind of inspired me to make this video because it's like, the reasoning behind why somebody would think, the opposite sex would think that I'm rainbow just be baffling me, right? Because it's like, oh, you have the double nose piercing, you're nice. It's usually you're nice. I'm nice until otherwise. I like to say I'm kind. Because nice can easily be construed as someone who's a doormat. I am not a doormat. Not anymore. I'm just like, I don't know. I wouldn't really go that far to say somebody, like judge somebody's sexual orientation just by the way that they, I guess, look. You know? And it's like, bro, the thing with the whole nice thing, bro, it's just like, how I don't understand that rhetoric. Like for certain females, being nice is like, or kind, let me say kind, right? Being a kind dude is respected, but for certain cultures, like my own, they think that shit is fruity. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I just need to switch teams or something. I don't know. Not like that. Not like that. I'm talking about races of shorties that I'm dealing with. Maybe I gotta test the Snowies. I gotta see where it's at, where the Vikings is at. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta see what the fuck they do. You know what I'm saying? Because there might be some kind of disconnect there. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be one of the people that be like, oh man, this guy, here we go. He's gonna be another fucking guy, another black guy that goes to the snows. But y'all keep calling me GA. What the fuck? I got no choice. Y'all think being a kind-hearted dude, this is masculinity to some of y'all shorties. Yeah, I tote guns, I smoke blunts. I shoot a nigga in his, you feel what I'm saying? Just hard 24/7. Like, bro, do you know that, like, most of these gangsters is performing for you? They have low self-esteem, gang. They gotta walk outside. They have feelings too. They gotta walk outside and put on this Yeah, I'm hard. This, that, and the third. All day, that shit is exhausting, bro. That's what y'all value as masculinity? Clearly, I'm in the wrong room. I'm gonna go where they value kindness to be masculine as well. I mean, I'm rolling around, I'm talking like this. So I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's certain people who are not straight that are presenting like me. You know what I'm saying? They're just more on the, I guess, masculine side if they were to be dating the opposite sex, because there's always like the one that is a little bit more feminine, and then there's one that is more masculine presenting. But I don't know. I'm like,
Come lay with
what the fuck is this AI? Yo, this shit is crazy.
me, period.
So again, I'm gonna say if a girl is saying something like, "Yeah, you look gay,"
Nah, this AI shit is doing me bad right now. This is the original flick. In this picture, I was surrounded by bare Johns, bare shorties. I was actually with the girl during this time, and she was there.
she ain't even trying to understand you at this point. She's already disqualifying you, and she just never really liked you. And
That's
I
facts.
will say,
I'm glad he said that. That's facts. I'm agreeing with a lot of what this dude is saying. I respect, bro.
again, I don't think Heck is gay. I don't think he's LGBT
Yo, this AI shit is frying me, bro.
whatsoever. I've been watching his videos almost every day, and I even went and did some reconnaissance on his page, and nothing about him looks gay. But there are things that you could
Come on, bro. Like, this AI shit is
look at
frying
and be
me.
like, what? That's a little confucius. Something like here, he's got his lips poked out, pouted like Drake.
That's how my lips are. Like, this is not. I'm like, my mom asked me the other day. I sent her a picture of me at the club. Like, I took a little bathroom picture just to, not a bad, like, that sounds so bad, but I took a selfie just to show that I was okay. And she was like, she called me so fast. She was like, JoJo, you okay? I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? You all right? She's like, your lips, they look like it look poked out, swollen. No, that's literally how, like, this is how my shit look. Before I had bigger teeth, I recently got them done. You know what I'm saying? But that's how my lips naturally look when I try to close my mouth, my nigga. That shit is a task. I'm like, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, bro. I'm not perking my lips out. The shit would look way different if I was perking it out. Pause.
That's a little weird. And then got the weird.
Oh, he talking about this video. I was literally being funny. I was literally like, just being funny. But I can understand.
Kind of do-rag tie setup. That's a little offset. And then
No, it's not, because who the fuck the ASAP Ferg does it? ASAP Rocky does it? That's where it started. What's the other dude name? The rapper, the one that raps really fast. He does it. Ski Master Slump God. He does the same shit.
beforehand, he's fixed all these things. But beforehand, when he was doing all the dancing and whatnot, he had colorful hair, very colorful hair, along with the dual nose rings, which to me,
You know what's crazy? When I had colorful hair, I got way more shorties. Because the first thing that they would talk to me about, this is the game that they be saying. They be like, oh, use something as bait so shorties could talk about it. They will always be like, oh my God, I love your hair. Because my hair was big, it was curly. Like, usually I get compliments on my hair, even when it's short now. They love my hair. And they be like, oh shit, nigga straight. Okay, hold on. Kind of handsome in the face. And then boom, something will happen.
are not really showing masculine. They're I guess they're just they're a form of you expressing yourself and all that. But like I said, man, the black community, is very very conservative for the most part.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. I'm not helping my case by being expressive in how I want to look. You know what I'm saying? I agree. Right?
And you kind of doing something slightly out of the ordinary, then we're gonna be looking at you like, what?
But I'm also like, I don't want to deal with shorties like that, because that means we don't think that, like, there's gonna be some disconnect in thinking. I don't know if that makes sense.
So yeah, that's a little offset.
That's like when somebody, like, they say, oh, are you Christian? You're not Christian. And somebody's like a Satanist. That's like an extreme example. They're like, oh, fuck that. No. That's why usually Christians get together. Catholic get together. Jew. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing. If somebody thinks because I look like this, I was getting girls when I had my locks, and the shit was colored. I was getting baddies. That's why I was in a hotel. You see, I'm in a hotel. I was waiting for the link up. I was about to get right.
Also, he has a body that's not particularly muscular. It's muscular, but it's not swole. He's lean and whatnot, but he's like leaning more towards the skinny side of lean.
Bruce Lee physique is the best physique for me. That's the type of shit that I like. That fighter, quick, you know what I'm saying? It feels good, bro.
Then he is like, oh yeah, I can goddamn handle I can handle your ass, hoe. He ain't
I could throw a shorty in the air if I need to. Just because I look smaller doesn't mean I can't exert like certain amount of force. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I literally do pull-ups with a weighted vest. 30 pounds. People gonna be like, oh, that's not heavy. You do it. Send me a video.
like that. So you gotta add that into it. The dancing is not inherently gay whatsoever, but it could look a little flamboyant, and there also a thing that I would say about being here in Atlanta, which is all y'all.
Yeah, Atlanta is like the worst place because there's a lot of DL dudes there.
And it's not the natives here in Atlanta that be gay. It's all y'all jokers that be coming from other places. Y'all be in y'all's home states like, let's go to Atlanta and be free, and then y'all.
See, this is the limited thinking right here, right? No shirt, no socks. Y'all all skinny. Y'all gyrating y'all hips. This is not GAY, but could be misconstrued. This is true. But if I'm dealing with a shorty that doesn't understand this is African dance. This is what they do, right? We're emulating the vibe. We're dancers. If they don't understand it and they think that I'm fruity because I'm dancing, you're disrespecting my culture, my dance, my art, which I value and hold very dear to me, and you're disrespecting their culture. And you like I don't want to deal with somebody like that. We already don't. The chemistry is not there. Compatibility is a big thing, especially in the mind. This is why a lot of shorties that I fuck with, once I start seeing how they think, the shit turns me off to the point where not even you throwing that ass on me can turn me off. Like, I can't even get up. That's what happened with the last shorty I was with. Her mind was fucking me up. She was like, oh, I'm a pretty girl. I'm just a girl. Why can't you just pay for my meal? The fuck? Out of all the times I said I couldn't, I paid for shit within the less than 1 month of knowing you, you get mad at me because you're the one that's hungry in your house. It's 8 p.m. I came over and you're laying on top of me. You're like, hey, babe, I'm hungry. I'm like, oh, okay. What you gonna get to eat? She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, let me know what you get. She's like, you're not gonna pay for it? I said, why would I pay for it? You hungry. I'm not hungry. I ate before I got here. Gets up off me immediately and starts having an attitude. How is a man supposed to feel in that particular instance? Doesn't talk to me for 30, 40 minutes, give me the silent treatment, all type of weird energy. And then I have a conversation. I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, I mean, I'm noticing that you keep doing this thing when I tell you no, and you, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not paying for your food if I already ate. I'm not babysitting you, you know what I'm saying? She was just like, it's just like small food. It's the least you can do if I'm throwing my punani on you. That's what she literally said. I'm like, the fuck? I don't look at you like that, so why would you even say that? And then she gonna throw my ex in my face and say, yeah, you told me about your ex and how you was paying her rent and this, that, and the third and all this different stuff, but you can't pay for a small meal for me. Turned me off immediately. I say, you can't come back from that. She don't know the full context of the situation. She don't understand that me and my ex was living together. That means whatever's like, I'm gonna be we were literally together. I met you in less than a month. We have no title. We're not together. You expect me to do all this shit for you? We're not in the same predicament. That is an unfair assessment. When she did that, I was done. Her mindset of her just being a pretty girl and I'm like, go be with somebody that's going to do that for you. And then she's like, oh, I want to be with you though. No, I'm turned off beyond, like, you can't save it. I feel like an ATM. And then she's like, why would you feel like that? That's not what I meant. That's exactly what you meant.
I'm hearing y'all LGTV it up and y'all put a stain on our rap. And it ain't us, it's y'all. But I'm going off on a tangent, man. Just as far as dancing goes, like a lot of dudes.
What I like about bro over here, he's keeping it very respectful. This is the kind of shit that I like.
Be dancing here in Atlanta, man. Being a personal trainer, I've dealt with all the walks of life, athletes, dancers, Instagram models, regular jokers, and a lot of the dancer dudes will they'll seem regular and straight, and then you'll hear something about them later from somebody else, or they might say something to you off on the side like, you can come spend the night at my house. Like, what?
See, it be dudes like that ruin it for straight men like that, like us, that dance. In high school, like, people assumed that I was a fruitcake because I danced. But then they got to know me over time, and that's when the shorties was like, yo, he's like one of the best dancers in the school. I was. And that status made it easier for me to bag shit. I was still getting the Thortals though, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about? So that's something that you just never know. And then back to like the dual nose rings and all the accessories, that's something I think also would kind of take you down a peg as far as the masculinity levels. And I don't think that you should do anything that you don't want to do.
I agree. Right? This pose is just me, just like, I'm a goofball by nature. This is like, I don't want a shorty to see my pictures and I'm just like super. This is like literally me showing my personality. I don't have no shame in my personality. And then people's gonna be like, well, if you're gonna present yourself that way, then you kind of asking for it. I'm like, that's fair. I can understand that. But to automatically assume I'm GA is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I understand it.
Because I know that
It's a societal problem.
that Heck speaks on not wanting to take out the dual nose rings and not really wanting to change himself, because that's like his way of expressing himself. That's his style. And I'm going to say this, like I said in the last video, man, doing something for somebody else or people will only make you depressed, and it will make your life dismal. So don't do it, because if you're not happy, then nobody will be happy, man.
Facts!
But, sometimes you are going against the grain by doing those things that make you happy. Like, that's kind of like, you doing a bad workout program because you like it and you're not getting any muscle, and somebody's telling you, oh yeah, this is how you do it, but you don't want to do it. That's kind of the same thing with maybe Heck having the dual nose rings.
I don't know. I refuse to have to take off my nose rings so I could come off a certain way.
Or some dude running around here painting his nails. Like, I remember these LGTV clients of mine were saying, well, yeah, if you paint your nails, it won't be an issue. And I was like, man, what you mean? Well, I'm trying to get me a girlfriend so I can breathe out here in these streets, man. I can pass on the genes. What you mean? I ain't gonna be able to do that with no, fingernail painting and all that kind of stuff. But to each their own. I don't think you can stop.
This was the picture that I sent my mom, and she thought something was wrong on my lips when it's literally just my lips. Like, Mom, do you not remember how I look? Like, the fuck? It hasn't been that long. I FaceTimed you the other day. I taught you how to use FaceTime, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Act too many things in one. Like, you can't have two LGTV traits in one.
I want to get juiced up.
That is not me, bro.
Well, I would love to juice you like a turkey.
Fire fidat.
Like, for instance, right here, you can say Heck had several things going against him at once that would make people misconstrue whether he's gay or not. And I think that when you have more than two, that makes you kind of LGTV seeming. Like, for instance, long hair, colorful hair, accessories.
What the fuck is this AI?
Dual nose rings, a lot of rings and jewelry. He's on the skinnier side. While he has some muscle, he's on the skinnier side of that muscle. Also, you have to think about his activities. He's more into an artistic realm, which is dancing. And choreography dancing can be looked at as LGTV because a lot of people do.
Yo, what the fuck is this AI? Yo, this shit is impressive.
Choreography dancing are LGTV people or women. You have to also think that Heck is a nice guy. I think he said that he was a nice guy in one of his videos. He spoke on dealing with this girl that had a horrible attitude, and she was trashing the rental car people and all that. And I was like, well, I would have leave her left, but then another time.
Yeah, after that shit happened, I've literally like learned a very valuable lesson. Not everyone deserves kindness. You know what I'm saying? I was being way too forgiving in that situation. I should have got out of there. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But in that time, let me not even say but. I'm just gonna say in that time, I was really just trying to come home and have a conversation with her and tell her, like, yeah, I don't want to see you no more. That was the whole point of me even staying for that long, because I wanted to have a conversation before I departed. I thought that was the commendable thing to do. But sometimes, like, I've come to the point where it's just like, sometimes you could flat out fucking ghost a motherfucker, like, and just be like, you know what, fuck this, I'm out.
He flew across the country to live with his broad, and she ended up goddamn cheating on him and playing him, and you know that kind of stuff can bleed over into your real life.
Hey, yo.
And you being nice like that can be perceived as softness. You know, unfortunately.
That's true. But I think it's a societal thing. I think it's a societal thing. I think the right person will not take that for granted. That's the thing.
People out here take your kindness for gayness sometimes, bro.
That's facts.
Especially here in Atlanta, but yeah, man.
So I gotta be like a hardcore motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I should be able to still state my boundaries and you take them seriously without me having to yell at you and be like, shorty, what the fuck are you doing? Why? I never understood that. Why does somebody have to raise their voice, especially my people? Why does somebody have to raise their voice at you for you to understand that they're being dead ass and serious? It's like, come on. You want me to get a headache and get to that point of infuriation to deliver a point? This is why most of the relationships be toxic.
That's just some things that you have to think about, man. You can't be running around here having multiple things and then wondering why people are perceiving you this way, because your perception can ruin your dating game, can make or break your dating prospects. So those are just things to think about while you're out here running around in the world. I'm not just talking to Hank, I'm talking to the regular man who likes different things or is interested in different things. Know how to balance those things. You know, you don't have.
There's really no balance, like, clearly. There's really none. You know what I'm saying? I see men that have the nose piercings, the diamond stud. This is the diamond stud on the face. I think it's called a dermal. They be having like the whole earring pierced, and they be walking around with fine shit, right? And then people's gonna be like, oh, it's the demeanor, this, that, and the third. It be people that act like me. Cool dudes. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree with this. This is unfortunately it's just a societal issue. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I don't talk about it too much, because I know I'm contributing to the problem. I agree. Right? It's just that the reason why I say I don't understand this shit is because I wish, this is just wishful thinking. I wish the world was different in that regard. Like, hey, everyone is an individual, and just because an individual has a nose piercing and exhibits themselves like me, they're super kind. That doesn't mean that they're, GA. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, we don't live in that world.
To be running around here, conforming to the regular folks, but be just kind of be realistic and looking within yourself. Are you looking too LGTV or what? And another thing that I didn't think about is I went faceless on this video, because I normally have been doing that, but I went faceless because I just moved and my room is full of boxes right now, and then my bed is on the floor because my bed frame is broke for obvious reasons.
Hey man, congrats on the move.
Yeah, I ain't about to be on camera, but I will be on camera soon, man. I just want y'all to know I ain't ducking the camera, man. This is actually me right here.
Yeah, typical looking dude, you know what I'm saying? But pause.
Ugly irony, as Heck would say.
Uglete, my boy, uglete. I could tell you get hoes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing though. Pause.
But yeah, man, I just couldn't be on the camera. But that's just what I wanted to talk about today.
He definitely get hoes. those for sure.
Hey, man.
Like a fighter.
You know, Hex Beast is a solid dude. Seemed like wanted to go ahead and weigh in on some of his issues, and then I want to also see if I could probably give some other people.
I feel like if he got nose rings, it wouldn't be a problem. I hate to say it. If he got the same nose rings as me, it wouldn't be a problem.
Will help as well if you think that.
I feel like because of my features, like the big lips and shit like that, like it just doesn't help. You know what I mean?
Heck looks LGTV. Let me know if you think that there are any things that he could change or switch up. Let him know in the comments below. And
yeah, I've had, you know what I'm saying, shout out to my boy Grind and Motivate, you know what I'm saying? We got to motivate and grind. I'm going to link his video on in the description of this joint. But like I said, what the fuck was I going to say? Yeah, let me read some of these comments though. He's making the situation bad for himself with the vibe he throws out. I guess what he says, but I'm not going to, again, I'm not about to act like somebody I'm not. That's disingenuous. 506, this pick is hella suspect, but dude is probably just on his own time, fashion-wise.
really,
this is literally just me making a funny face. Like, let me show y'all the actual, because this was this is when I was in Las Vegas for one of my homies' trips. You know what I'm saying? He had his birthday, and I took a bunch of photos. You know what I'm saying? This is what it was. This is the whole camera slide. You know what I'm saying? So I started off with the drip. You see the drip? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? You see the drip? You see the drip? Come on now. You see the jewelry? You know what I'm saying? And then I just ended it off with something funny, bro. Like, I mean, but like I said, I understand what he's saying. I'm just a funny dude. That's it. But let's keep going. This is so sad. I love my sensitive men. See, if we had more shorties like this in my community, we be Gucci. Cause this be the thing. A lot of shorties be like, I want a man to open up to me, to do this and do that. But when you meet a dude that exhibits those traits, aka he's kind, he's a good dude, right? That's usually the type of dude that is the sensitive man, right? Y'all ostracize him or call him GAY, or y'all manipulate or use the fuck out of that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He could still be a sensitive man and still knock some shit out. Like, I don't think I understand that. Just because he shows traits of caring for other people doesn't mean he can't flip the script and turn up on niggas. Like, word. Hex speaks mad funny, appreciate it. My goat is back, long time no see, but I can see why they think he might be for the other team, which is okay, by the way. It seems as if he is trying to convince us that he is not on the team. Then again, it's not none of my business. It should not be a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's literally just a video I made. Like, it don't consume me that much. I'm not trying to convince y'all. It's just I like to state my case, and I like to state my case. You know what I'm saying? I'm very like debating. I move like a debater. So every time I pause and be like, hey, this, I want to make sure I say everything that's on my mind in that particular time. You know what I'm saying? Androgynous is the term. What the fuck does that even mean? What the fuck? Hold on. Androgynous, partly male and partly female in appearance or indeterminate sex. I don't know if this is me, but I don't know. Maybe I got androgynous features. I don't know, but I'm not about to sit here and try to figure that out because I don't really care too much. But anyway, shout out to my boy Motivate and Grind. Grind and Motivate, relevate, elevate. You feel what I'm saying? That's a good video. The AI shit is crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie. Whoever did that shit, hey, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I was gonna say swing him my info, but nah, I don't want to even like start doing that with my videos because that's crazy. But yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, and go suck your mother. Word to bro. Make sure to follow on Instagram as well.